completely different experience than what I'm used to. Yo, welcome back to another Be Ghetto video. As you can see, I'm on the bike. It is 10 to 6 in the morning and I'm heading to work for my first day as the head groundsman for the Netherlands national cricket team. Well lads, I've arrived at my workplace. There is a VRA ones game today. It's not the Netherlands men's national team today, but the women's are playing here in a few weeks. So I'll be doing some stuff for that as well. I don't have a uniform yet, so I'm just wearing the grass up from Melbourne. Yeah, VRA ones are out here today. That's their top level of cricket for the club that uses this, that isn't the Netherlands national team. So kind of like saying Victoria play here. Like it's kind of like a shield match, kind of. The ground actually doesn't look too bad behind me. The guy didn't finish mowing it, but it looks like he did finish mowing it. I can't tell where he didn't finish. I think it was just sort of around the bit, so that's good that I don't have to finish all that. So I'm just going to get straight onto the wickets out here, give it a cut, give it a roll. It's a little bit dewy this morning. There's actually quite a fair bit of dew on the ground, but they've still got like 6 hours until they start their match, so I've got plenty of time to do what I need to do. I just rode the bike all the way here. It was only like a 10-minute ride. It was actually pretty nice. It was good to just sort of cruise around. There's no one around at all. Like no one's awake yet. All the cafes and everything open at like 10 AM. So I guess everyone's sleeping. It is a Saturday morning, which makes sense, but I was the only person like on the roads or riding a bike or doing anything. So it was a bit of serenity getting around, riding through the trees, the canals and everything. It was quite nice. Now let me know in the comments if you want to see more pitch prep videos as well, because I am going to be working almost every single day here. There's going to be a lot of content to get if you guys want to see it. Like I used to do the day in the life of a private school groundsman. I'll bring that back. There'll be some on TikTok, Instagram, but I'll do the longer versions out here with the wickets. Obviously not the synthetic wicket, but these wickets here. As you can see, none of them have been marked up. That's not getting used today. This is today's pitch, so I need to give it a mow, get it down. He hasn't verti cut it either, which is a bit of a shame. Luckily, these ones, I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but this is still marked up, so I can go off this front crease and get across and at least get through this game. And then on Monday I'll come in and I'll mark out the whole thing, like from the full wicket table, front crease across both sides. I like doing that. He said he doesn't do it here, he just does the pitch, but it makes for preparation so much easier when you've already got that front popping crease fully marked out, and then you don't have to worry about it every time you move a wicket over. So any turf is watching, if you don't do that, I recommend doing it. It also helps out square leg umpire when he's there. He's sort of standing on the line, so he knows exactly where it is. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. What I'm going to do right now is just string line out the pitch down one side. Turns out they don't actually have that much equipment here. They've only got one string line, so I need another string line to do this sort of stuff. I'm going to cut the pitch first. It's my first pitch ever in Europe or the UK. I know you meant to brush it maybe at the start of the week to cut it down. He's already cut it at 7mm anyway, so I'm going to give it a cut at that. You're meant to verti cut it a couple of days out before the game, so I don't know if I'm going to bother verti cutting today. I don't know really if it should be done right now. I'll see how I go with cutting it now, but even the mower, like the catcher on the mower doesn't sit in it properly, it just fucking flicks off. So there's a lot of things here I need to fix, I think. Right now, string line this out, cut the pitch, then I'll get the roller out and give it a quick roll. I think I need another new string line because that one just snaps. I've retied it back together, but it seems pretty brittle. I also don't have fucking earmuffs, so I need to make sure I get to some sort of Bunnings type store, get a few things. I don't know. Alright, so I'll finish cutting the wicket. I didn't end up string lining this side because I could already see the previous mow lines that he did. They weren't the straightest, so I kind of fixed them up as best I could without having a string line. Yeah, I can still kind of see the line to paint. Any UK groundsmen out there or Europe groundsmen, let me know if I'm meant to verti cut it on the game day. Like he was going to do it on Thursday, but he never did it. So like based on what I've heard and spoken to people, they say do it a few days out once, so then it just sort of helps whiten up the pitch. So I think today's pitch is going to be quite green, as you can tell. But I actually am still considering verticutting it just to see. Now you can see it's obviously quite green. It's actually quite hard, which is good. It's been good weather for it. It's got a little bit of dew on it, which is going to be perfect for a light roll. The roller's over there, not a light roll, it's going to be a heavy roll, but get the roller on it, press it in for probably half an hour. It doesn't need too much, which is great because I don't want to be here too long. It's even got a little bit of cracking happening here, but that is not really in play. The crease line is just there, if you can see that. So I'll give it a heavy roll now, come back out, paint the creases, mark it all up. I should be able to just go off this one as well. So you can see the front crease there, back crease there, and then I'll just figure out the distance he's gone in between each one. Yeah, should be all right. But completely different experience than what I'm used to. I mean, it's all still the same principles, it's just different soil. As you can see in those footholds over there, it's like in Australia we use a black clay, which is like a Merry Creek soil, and it's got a higher percentage of clay. Whereas here you can see it's more of a loam. After every game or whatever, you reseed it, you chuck some fertilizer down, there's a bit of duck shit, rabbit shit, I don't know, and then you just let it recover. The whole wicket table is ryegrass, the whole outfield is ryegrass. You definitely don't see that a lot in summer in Melbourne. It's more so like during the winter you oversow with ryegrass for the football season, but here ryegrass all around. Anyway, let's jump on the roller, give it a nice roll. If you want a Vigado bucket hat, there is a link in the description below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get back to the video. All right, I don't know if I'm making a mistake here, but I've decided to verticut. So this cuts down into the surface and pulls out a little bit. It'll leave little, tiny little lines. I am trusting everything this dude that was previously here told me. So he's told me that everything's set at the right heights. I don't have time to check everything today, but I'll come in on Monday and check it all. The verticutter is basically using as a little groomer. It's just a little tickle to take a little bit off through the center. Hopefully quickens up the bounce and everything. I mean, I'll find out today because I'm going to just stay around and watch the cricket anyway. I don't have much else to do. So we'll see how this goes. And I've noticed that all of the wickets that he has previously used, like all of these, they're not even the same like distance between them. I measured them all and they're all different. Typically you go like 3.02 meters wide, and then the creases themselves is like 2.7 meters. This dude's got them all over the shop. Like none of them are consistent at all. The pitch that I've just cut, I probably should have measured it before I actually just trusted his thing, because he's got it set to the width of like 3.3 meters down one end, down this end's like 3.3 meters, and down the other end's like 3.2, which is not too much of a difference. I don't think anyone's going to pick up on it, but it's just kind of weird that it's not consistent. And like, given that he was here for a few years, it's just kind of strange. You'd think that he would have it all down pat. He was meant to come in and dot out all the wickets for me, so the widths were already like pre-marked out. So that's going to be a job for Monday, I believe. Like this one here, that one looks about 3 meters, but then those two are pretty similar. This one here looks pretty thin. This one is 3.2 meters down here, or 3.3 here, 3.2 up there. Not much of an issue, but like even the creases, they don't seem like they're actually straight. Anyway, let's go straight onto this, see how we go. And my mama said when I was younger. All right, so took off quite a fair bit, more than I actually expected, so that tells me it probably needed it. Got to come back out here, clean all this up. I'll probably give this another mow with the actual mower I used before, but as you can see, it's thinned it out a little bit. Need to figure out where to dump all these clippings, and then yeah, clean up this area, get on the roller, give it a roll, paint the lines. I think it's only, well, it's not even 7 o'clock yet, so get the rolling done by 7:30, 7:45. No one will rock up here till like 9 o'clock. So get that done, and then I've got plenty of time to stringline the creases, get all that marked out. Whew, let's go. I guess I'll grab the mower again and give this a quick mow. Probably won't see much of that. Okay, so I've cleaned up all around the wicket block, picked up all the debris with this thing. This is the machine they're mowing the oval with, which is fucking ridiculous. So I definitely need to get onto the club and get them to fix a few things and make sure we have the correct equipment, because 5 hours to cut the entire field with that, it's just a waste of time when you can get it done in an hour and a half or 2 hours with a proper fairway mower. I've brought out his bar to mark up the lines. I've dotted where the old ones used to be on either side, down both ends. Got some paint. They don't have a lot of paint here either, so it's a bit shit, but it'll do the job for now. And usually I like to have the big stencil, so all you gotta do is lay it on there and it's fucking done and perfect. Unfortunately, they don't have that shit here, so I'll be looking at trying to get one of those here as well, just to make life a lot easier for everyone. Anyway, I'm gonna get the roller out now, give it a roll, pack up this stuff so everything's back in the shed, wash down later, get the roller, like I said, roll this for like half an hour right now, and then come back out, mark all the lines, and hopefully that's it. Okay, so I finished rolling. Seems like for a place that's meant to be, I guess, I don't know if it's meant to be a world-class facility, but that hosts an international team, like, oh, and just in case you know, like, there's obviously no grandstands and shit. They bring those in when there's international games on, so they'll set up like grandstands all around and make it look like a stadium, I guess, but they're not allowed to have it here full time for whatever reason. Anyway, for a place that's meant to be setting up for international games and hosting international games, all of the equipment here fucking sucks. Like, the roller that I used then damn near breaks your arms just trying to steer it a little bit, like it's like steering a big fuck off ship. Like, you have to go, and then it finally moves a little bit, and it's just so hard to control. I don't know if there's a secret to it or there's something that I'm missing on it. I don't think there is, but something's fucked with it. The mowers, like, they go all right, but they're always engaged. Like, you can't turn off the PTO or anything. I don't know. It's just everything can go wrong. And the cancel were meant to come and mow the outfield just to finish it because that dude didn't do it, and it takes like 5 hours with our machine. They rocked up and said, no, we're not doing it. We don't know how to do it. So they're not doing it, but it's not too bad anyway. They can get through it today, and it's not my fault. It's not know how to do, so fuck him. So this is the pitch after a roll. It's so hard to steer that, like, I did get all of it rolled, but like, you can kind of see there's bits that, like, it didn't miss any. It just wasn't really consistently going across everything the way I wanted it to be, so it looks a little streaky. But I've managed to find some sort of string line buried away, so I'm gonna string line the other side, do all the creases across, figure it all out, and go from there. Okay, so I've string lined and painted the creases all the way across the table down both ends. Now I've got the pitch obviously string lined on both sides. I found more string, so got that. Now I've got to actually do the creases. What a fuck around. I'm pretty pissed off at that dude that fucking left yesterday. Like, he seemed like an okay bloke, and now he's just fully fucked me over. Like, it's 8:45. They start at 11, so all I have to do now is just mark the creases up. But it's just a fuck around, like a real fuck around that's really fucked me over here. And no one's gonna understand what it actually takes to fucking do all this and how long it takes. Fuck me. Okay, so I've finished painting the lines. I still need to add the wide lines in blue, but everything else is done. Got to put the stump holes in, mark the danger zone, mark the 5 foot zone, and that's about it. It's only 9:05 AM. People are starting to kind of rock up now, so I should be done very shortly. But this is the final product, I guess. I'll show you after I paint the blue lines. Okay, I've finished marking out the creases down both ends. That's all done. Now I think all I have to do is just put the stump holes in. I don't know if I put the actual stumps in, or the umpires do. But here's a look at the pitch. It's actually come up all right. which is good. Have a quick walk over it. It's pretty firm. I haven't tried to bounce a ball on it yet. I'm not going to. I'm just going to watch the first couple of overs. Here's down the other end, and there is a look from the other end of the ground. So now I'll put the stumps in. I think I've got to get one of the sight screens ready, put the 30 feet circle around the inside, and I think that's pretty much it. Thank fuck I got here when I did, 6 AM. I've been going flat out right up until now. It's 10 AM. The team's just arrived and they've helped put the sight screens out, and I did the infield circle. They're going to put the boundary ropes out as well. I don't even know where the boundary ropes are. I haven't been told shit. So the next bit will be a few clips of the actual match, so you can see how the pitch played. But at the end of the day, I didn't prepare this pitch apart from today, so it's been someone else's work up until now. So if it doesn't play well, it's not on me.
Get up.
Yes! Let's go! That's fucking amazing. Be smart, Tommy. Go, Tommy. Be smart. Short. Oh! Hey! Nice, Tommy. Tommy, Tom. He's going through the cover.
Just doing the mid-innings roll out here now. They wanted the light roller, which is just this little one that pushed through. Pitch is holding up pretty well. The home team, which is the club, the home team, VRA, they finished 7 down for 306 off 50 overs. So right now I just got to remark the creases, finish the little 7-minute roll with the light roller. Yeah, like I said, they finished 7 for 306 off 50 overs, so they should probably win with that total. Finished marking out the creases again, just the front popping crease. Still in pretty good nick. The ground actually looks pretty good from here. That's it for me though. Gonna go home, do a few things. Thanks for watching. Brett.